Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. Just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam. I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect them. I made the call up, but just like I'm repping. I know we left you, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when. Me and my wife gonna have some kids. Right now we just practicing. Teacher said quit rapping, man. That gonna hurt my average. I said thank God I ain't average. Yeah, I'm a bright young man. Kill the GPA and the BPM. Look, we on. So say what you say, cause that's A with Lecrae. From the A train to the A, I'm coming in hot. I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in. Shoot that shot. Hey, why not? Hey, I'm coming in.
Wake 'em up, wake 'em up. Wake 'em up, wake 'em up. See him still sleeping, so I had to shake 'em up. I kept it too real. I wasn't faking up. My real life was a headline. Your real life got a deadline. My timeline was a hashtag. Your timeline just a hate crime. Coming in hot, feeling like Pop. Back in 94 when he took 5 shots. Too much drive to ride your wave. Ditch my top and I'm off that lot. Black on black on black on black on black on black on black. You don't have to ball a rap to get them racks on racks. Uber poolers trying to catch my vibe and find my way. Yeah, I know I'm ratchet, but I'm really safe. Hot sauce dripping. Everybody wanna start dipping. First nobody wanna listen. Now everybody pay attention. Now everybody pay a fee. Even Trump gotta take a knee. When the horn blow, y'all gonna see. Make the wall fall down like yee. I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot the shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot, coming in hot. Shoot that shot, shoot that shot. Shoot, why not? Hey, why not? Ain't no big, ain't no big.
If you're not watching Chemo, you're missing out. Live stream is pinned up.
Shoot that shot. Hey, why not? Hey, why not? Hey, watch out. I'm coming in hot.
All right. What's up, everybody? It's Filter Friday again. We're live streaming. We're back on YouTube. We've got the live chat. We've got comments. I see people greeting us. Hey, Chris, that's the tune, dude. That's a tune, dude. Shout out EY. Hey, so we got Chemo up here. He's fully entertaining us. I muted him. Now we can hear him. Chemo, when you want me to play your song, bro? I got it ready.
Yeah, is the room filled up? Did people get in here and retweet the room?
Did they? Did you guys retweet the room?
We're gonna need some retweets in the room before we play the video.
Oh, it's called a repost now.
Dang! You know, I'm still getting used to this language barrier change. I had to correct myself on the what were we on? Bunny's space last night. Shit was wild, dude. I had to okay. So if I exit, I think I'm just Xing it, right?
Just
like
X.
if I just X, right? Just exit. So
X and the word is post. So repost the room, repost the space. Hey, Karen's got a question for you, Chemo. She says, "When Chemo music video?"
Ooh.
I think it's time. All
Drop
right, we're dropping the Chemo music video right now. Enjoy.
Fortunately, some members of the media use their platforms
to push their own personal bias, and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Yo, no one can take what's in your mind. Knowledge is power. There's a lot of information out there. Just make sure you get the facts. Indoctrinate the youth with the schools. In the schools with the news, brainwashes and fools. I am out of that loop. No longer part of that group who's brainwashing me too. All I'm saying, please don't be me. They drop out with no vision to see. Educate yourself the further you further the wealth. Can't let them know, move it to stealth. Keep it legal when it's dealt. Don't get boxed in the wild. It's concrete hard. I used to ball, betting it all on some packs that was false. My life really different, long nights with slang. Do you understand the pain? Do you understand? I was selling drugs at just 15. Dropped out, no doubt, no options out. Had to get it, so I did it. So you don't ever even have to. If you live by that sword, then that same sword can spit some fire and blast you. Indoctrinate the youth with the schools. Then the schools with the news, brainwashes and fools. I am out of that loop. No longer part of that group. It was brainwashing me too. Indoctrinate the youth with the schools. Then the schools with the news, brainwashes and fools. I am out of that loop. No longer part of that group. It was brainwashing me too. Thread the needle with precision, can't be lazy. Gotta work a little smarter, less harder. Make your family proud. Or they son or they daughter work well. W2, W3, doing tax upon a sheet, or maybe a LLC on your own company. Buy some land, some property. Now them taxes come for free. Saving all them gas receipts. Saving up, now you a beast. Diversify all your assets where they lie. Keep it legal, no blocks and chain. Now blockchain, crypto streets we hang. NFTs mixed with Web3. Creatively be whatever you want it to be. This America, please. You can make it. Time is now to be complacent. Indoctrinate the youth at the schools. Then the schools with the news, brainwashes and fools. I am out of that loop. No longer part of that group. They was brainwashing me too. Indoctrinate the youth at the schools. Then the schools with the news, brainwashes and fools. I am out of that loop. No longer part of that group. They was brainwashing me too. Look, I'm not saying don't educate yourself. Do your own research. Go to school. Become a doctor. Whatever it is that you want to do. But get the facts.
Hey,
Oh.
playing us in. I love it. Hey, and look who's here. We got our guy. It says P3P3. Pepe, Leet speak. It's muted. Mark. Wait, let me unmute you. Nope, it's unmuted.
Okay, it's muted, Mark. Yeah, that's me. Who's Pepe? P3P3. There's missing an S. An S. PS3. Oh no, that's like 8 years ago, I guess. So it's Friday, man.
What's up? Happy Filter Friday. Happy Friday. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Dude, we are so hyped this week, guys. I'm telling you, I'm coming down here. I had to take a break, okay? We've been going nonstop at Filter. I had to get out here, touch some grass. You see it behind me. I got a friend who has an entire, like, probably 2 acres of grass. He's going to let me cut. I don't know. I'm like Forrest Gump, guys. I could just get behind the wheel and I could just drive and cut grass. The smell, it just gets me. You know what I mean? And so this Filter Friday is really, really, really important because it's proof of filter, right? So this week we're supposed to drop the app on the App Store for everybody to try. Is it going to happen? Actually, that's what we came to tell you.
Yeah, Mark, you got to tell us some stuff, man. I know I'm going to share a screen in a little while, but
I'm not gonna bring the bad news, bro. That's all on Timo. He's the best talker.
All right. Look, so it's not really bad news. What it is it's a slight delay. And I guess if you watched the Bunny space last night, you know how it actually works in the NFT space. We're not actually supposed to deliver anything worth of anything to you, right? Not an iOS application, not proprietary software. You know what I mean? Not entire infrastructure to take your 2D PFP to 3D PFP. No, nobody's offering stuff like that. And neither are we. So it's a joke. But look, so what's happened is we've run into a couple bugs getting everything connected on the App Store. What happened is, and I think a lot of people can feel this, is the bank account number got misplaced, wrong, somebody mistyped it, something. We already had that account set up. It was already approved, everything like that. And what we did is we switched to the real Filter account. So what we did is we built an app in an account like a test, right? And this was 2 years ago, guys, okay? 2 years ago, we were building this and we didn't know it was going to become Filter. So in the process of once we decided to become Filter, we decided now to create the company and everything that goes behind it, all the branding and everything like that. And when we did that, we had to resubmit another application to Apple, basically a duplicate of what you see right now. Well, there's been some back and forth with Apple and nothing's crucial. It's on, right? It's on, it's able to be on. We just have to get it right. And here at Filter, we want to get it right. We're not going to send out some half-ass shit, some weak shit that like we're going to get complaints in the Discord of, oh, that's not my ape. And what is this? And how come I can't do it? No. When we deliver a product, hear me here. When we deliver a product, it's going to come with perfection. You're going to open it up. It's going to be simple to use on the user interface side. That's how we created it. And you're going to put this, boom, your ape's on there. Start making content. Put the phone in front of you and start talking to it like my man Chris says. My man Chris. That's all you got to do and talk to it.
Somebody call it Dad. This thing fixed.
Kimo and myself, we had a little bit of a debate this afternoon because I wanted to drop the app because I posted a tweet, we're dropping this week. So it was all hands on deck to drop that application. And then, you know, the app is done. The only thing what was problematic, and it was working before, but it was communication with token proof, right? To validate, because it's obviously internal communication, and it took like 30 seconds to get the results back. And then, you know, we had like a cap on a certain time of seconds, 30 seconds, that we don't want to receive it anymore because it takes too long. Anyway, to make a long story short, it constantly worked within 30 seconds, which is already way too long, but that was the threshold. And today we had a lot of problems. So, but if you try it again and again, then it works, right? So I thought we're going to drop it. So, and Kimo said, we're not going to drop it. If we drop something, it should be perfect. But I had like an internal dilemma, like, okay, but I promised to drop it. And so Kimo said, you know, it's way better to do it, you know, explain it, be transparent, and people will understand. So, you know, okay, he got me with that. Then I suddenly get an email that we changed the bank account of the company, you know, like 4 days ago. I heard nothing about it, and now we got a message like, it was not accepted. It needs to be certain numbers, was the same numbers. I mean, what the fuck, man? But it wasn't, so we couldn't even launch it. So it was, the decision was already made. But the bad thing is with Apple, you know, it's not that I can pick up my phone and call, well, I can't call Steve. That would be something. What's his name?
Tim. That's what you want to call it. Tim Apple.
Tim Appleby. Yeah, no. So I don't have his number under my speed dial. And it's very hard to get somebody really actually on the phone with Apple. It's all through tickets and you need to wait 2 days. Anyway, we got to make it perfect. I mean, listen, this is what you're going to get. Absolutely. I mean, nothing less than something like this. Maybe a green one, a black one, robots, trippy, all that shit. So
they're all done. I can't wait, Mark, when we start digging through the OG 55 pass holders and we start finding, oh, look at this guy, and we have him up to Filter Friday, and now he gets to introduce himself to the world on Filter Friday. And I think that's a really big thing, and we should make that something that we do, that when you want to come out of your shell and you want to, you know, say hello to the world, do it on Filter Friday. We're down, you know what I mean? We're down to make that happen and make you a star.
I mean, it's going to be great, right? I mean, we sold a lot of OG passes. So from next, I mean, everybody who wants to come on stage with us is invited. Yeah. So that's very important to really, you know, get into your bones, like, okay, if you want to be on stage and flex your PFP and just have a talk, it's going to be just, like this, a little bit of talking, brainstorming. Everybody's invited, so it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. That timelines get flooded. In the same time, if I may ask, because I see a lot of people in the space, but only half of them are watching the live stream. And if you really want to,
it's the hardest thing to get them on the live stream, man. It's like I don't know how to say this differently, but I've tried it out over the last like maybe 10 live streams I've done. I was calling it the Nest. Apparently, I'm supposed to say Jumbotron. So if you're in this room and you see that there's a link in the Jumbotron, just click it. Just click it. It won't drain you. You'll just be looking at Mark's Pinkford ape in my smiley not ape face and Chemo's black screen because his phone just overheated. You'd have known that. But if you're not watching, then you didn't get to do it. So join us on the live stream. It will open your YouTube app. You can like, comment, subscribe. You could do all the things. And most of all, you could just enjoy this in the highest quality video and audio. But I did want to say one thing, Mark. We don't have a bunch of guests on stage on the live stream, but we do have guests on stage on Twitter, on X, on this non-video version of this hangout. So I want to just give a quick shout out to my guy Mac and say what's up. And we got 11 and Snow. So let's pass it around a little bit here on X and say what's up to our friends. So the one I see right next to you, Mark, on stage is 11. So what's up, 11? How you doing today?
Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? I'm watching the live stream right now. I don't use YouTube that much, but I'm just trying to watch it and listen here, and it's like there's a little bit of a delay. So I'm hearing you guys like, like I'm hearing at the beginning of the tunnel and at the end of the tunnel. So if I didn't catch it the first time you say it, I'm hearing it in the second time. So yeah, that sometimes it takes me a second to catch up. So this is good.
Well, I'll give you some insight too. If you're ever doing this just on your phone, if you're watching this on a TV, it's a little different. But if you're watching this on your phone, as soon as you click that link above, it will force open your YouTube app, which will switch your audio from X over to YouTube. But if you're watching it somewhere else, you're just stuck. You're just gonna hear us.
No, I'm watching it. I'm watching it on. I went from X and it pulled up a browser tab in YouTube. So, but the YouTube is a couple seconds before the X, or is it the opposite?
Chris, is it not because 11 also is now talking that brings interference
as well? I don't know what to say. I don't know that there's a great way to be on stage and watching, but not being on the live stream. So I think here's the solution. 11, you just got to join us on the live stream. That's how you should do this.
Okay. All right. We solved it.
we should gear him up with his filter. And we're going to do that soon. Or we need to talk to Elon, because it's about time to start doing something with live streaming on Twitter.
What's up, 11?
Oh, I can't wait.
What's up?
Chemo is now live streaming, not on a PC, but directly from his phone. So that's also possible now. He found like a solution for that. He's not only like smart, he's not only handsome, but he's very, very clever, this monkey here. Look at him.
That is a handsome ape. That is a handsome ape, and you look like you're enjoying the good life.
Yo, that's hilarious right now. Whenever he all went side to side and smiled.
That is a handsome ape.
Hey, I will say this, 11. I sent you an invite, and Mac, I could send you one too. Anybody that wants to come on the live stream and join us, you don't have to have your ape. You can actually just add your PFP and then just be on the live stream with us, so that you get that kind of like real time audio. Because 11, I could hear everything coming from your speaker too. So when you're not speaking, if you don't mind muting for me, then my brain won't be broken. Because right now, we all have broken brains. So we'll find. You know what? Until Elon makes this easy for us, we're just gonna make it happen.
Guys,
So Windows actually it lagged for me while the X Space is actually on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah.
So I think that tells us you just got to be live. And here's the thing, Mac. This is the interesting part. You are getting the real time X audio, right? But everybody in the audience has a delay. And 11, you have the real time X audio, but everybody in the audience has a delay. So if you want the stream to match up with the actual space, you gotta be not a speaker. That's the alpha. And if you want to be a speaker and you want to feel it real time, you got to join us on the live stream. So we're gonna.
So Chris, how long do you think it will take before Elon starts actually rolling out live streaming? I think it's fast.
I hope it is. I mean, this is what I could tell you from experience so far. When I've seen the fact that you can join these spaces now on desktop, it allows you to join them on desktop. But as soon as you go to speak, it's not happening. Your mic gets muted immediately. If audio cuts out, you have to leave the space, or you have to switch to listener and then raise your hand. But it's really, really clunky. So, you know what I mean? Live streaming in general is clunky. We're seeing that right now. Like we're live streaming. We're trying to give some feedback to people. It's one way for one person. It's different for, somebody else that's not a speaker versus the audience. So,
well, I mean, I have to say that we have already figured it out, except then, that when you invite somebody to the stage, then it's a problem if he looks at two streams. But that's about it. I mean, I think we really crushed it already with how it's standing. And a lot of people are DMing me like, Mark, how the fuck do you pull this off? Because they try it and they have constant interference. So, that's a good thing. But I also think, by the way, that Elon probably will first, do live streaming on mobile. I don't think he will go to desktop. I mean, it's 90% is mobile. So
yeah, I mean, that's where people are consuming almost everything. But I will say, with these live streams, it's been so cool to see pictures of people's living rooms with a big TV. They'll have like a 65-inch TV, and like to see the live streams that we've been doing when people are sharing that. I do actually think that it's super cool. So shout out to the team for being willing to do stuff before everybody else and bring the tech into the space. And
listen, bro, I can tell you my first big project, software project, I sold the company in 2014. I started it in 2009. Yeah, was already webcam driven. A platform, a community platform, webcam driven in Flash. For the people who are a bit older, they know what Flash is. It doesn't exist anymore, but Flash was like the language to speak in, to write coding, and so yeah. I mean, it's always like this. I trying to find like the new ways of innovation. Well, it's not new. It's not innovation in that it's really something new, but it is like bringing something else to the space. And I mean, I really hope that Elon rolls out live pretty soon. And then obviously the big question is, can we use the tech live with our AR filters? I think it's doable. You saw what Kimo just did. He was streaming live from his phone. So there are ways to do that. If we can pull that off, then, it's all live on Twitter and everybody can join basically. So yeah.
Well, I know one way that we can get people to do things like such as repost. I don't know if that's even going to work. I think I just have to keep saying retweet the space. I'm going to incentivize you a little bit here. There's going to be 2 Mr. Anon winners and a $250 winner today. Is that incentive? Does that work?
And what's this here?
What do you do to that, Chris?
All right, you just got to retweet the space. We're gonna be drawing people with Twitter Picker. It's not asking you to jump through. It's not like asking you to open the YouTube app and listen and be on stage like we put 11 through. Like we're making this guy jump through hoops. you don't have to do all that. You just retweet the space, and we're gonna pick some winners. So
and for the people who want to check the space out, the live space, go to the top. There's a link there in one of the pinned tweets. If you press the link, you open YouTube and it's monkey time. I was talking with my father, one of the first spaces we did, and obviously he's not so tech savvy. And I tried to explain to him how to, find a link and click on it and go to live. It was impossible for him. For everybody who knows, okay, it's there, you swipe 2 times or 3 times and then you click. But if you don't know, some people don't even know what a pinned tweet is, right? It's in the top. So you see, immediately I see the count doubling here on live.
Yep. You know what? This is cool though. Think about this. For everybody who's joined us so far doing all these things on all these Filter Fridays, you guys are getting a little peek into how it's going to be for other people in the future. And for us in the collective community, especially people that are using the filters, we're using the IP, we're actually making content. I got a really good clip of Pope using his and doing some educational content. It just looks amazing. I'll share it in a bit. But for us that are doing this now, when it comes time to do this and it's integrated into X and it's easy and all you have to do is click a couple buttons and there you are, we're off to the races and we're using it, right? Everybody else is still thinking about this for the first time, being like, oh, should I get on camera? How should I, like, they don't have a filter. So, the overwhelming majority is just going to be like, oh, I don't know. Like, should I really get on camera? Like, they're going to be facing the things that like we've dealt with a long time ago. So we're already like ready to run because we're doing it now, even when it's clunky. And I don't know. I think that's actually really, really cool. It's a good position to be in.
People need to see it also, that it works, right? That it works and that it's out there. And I think more and more people will start to use, and that will also incentivize other people actually to start doing it. And one of the things which is very interesting now for me as a founder is that now that we launched and we're getting more traction, that I'm talking to a few very, very big influencers, NFT influencers, big names. And they were always like only, they do newsletters, so they do a lot, obviously. Their content is great, but it's never video and let alone live. And now I'm talking with 2 of them and I'm, one of them came to me and said, how does FFV do that? He had like a very nice video, the first one with his studio and everything. So I told him, so what are your ambitions? He said, I want to do something similar. I said, okay, let us arrange it for you. So I showed him a website where you can actually buy these studios. Yeah, people don't know that, but you can buy everything online if you talk about 3D assets. So I showed him a website. I think there were like 200 different studios there, and he just picked one. He bought it. I think it was $90. He sent it to me, and our modelers now are recreating it, remodeling it a little bit to his liking. So his NFTs are on the wall. His logo is there. So, it's not only that we sell a filter. We just want to help people to, to understand how easy it basically is to get things rolling. Because like the body segmentation, what you need, for example, if you have like a studio background, that's already in OBS, right? And it works very, very good. So the tools are there, but people sometimes need a little bit of guidance. So I also want to invite everybody who is, listening to this space and has ambitions, just reach out to us, right? Because okay, at this stage, you're looking at a Bored Ape. But we are also doing Mr. Anon and people who actually buy an OG 555 pass. And if they don't have a Bored Ape, they still have access to one of the 555 limited edition Mr. Anons. So they can immediately start already doing this without buying an expensive Bored Ape. So I would love to onboard as many people as possible. We're very passionate about it. Kimo is like, full on it. He's working with a lot of people already to get them ready. Let's go. I want to invite everybody. And by the way, Chris, if there are people who have questions, Yeah, because I mean, it's not so crowded now, so we have a little bit more time. I'm here now. If you have any questions about technology or the future of filter or whatever, just come to the stage, request. We have Cortosar behind our filter account, and
let's do it.
I mean, that's what it's for. Filter Friday.
Let's do it. Hey, I didn't actually get a chance to hear from Mac. What's new, my man? What are you thinking about with all this new
honestly,
live stream? What are we gonna do? Is Elon gonna give us what we want or not?
I mean, they better. But listen, I've been living with these ideas in my head and like what I'm gonna utilize my filter for, and like I talked to Chemo a couple of times. We've been tossing some ideas back and forth, but like I'm excited about really like this is the precipice of the beginning because like I'm excited about the filter of everything. Like right now we're covering our faces to make content, but like in the near future we'll be wearing shades, and this might be one of the companies that's responsible for all of the other AR reality that's gonna like I don't care about a metaverse. I want a meta reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be active. I want to be out there into the world and seeing things come to life through this kind of technology. So I'm excited about the filter of everything. That's what I've honestly been thinking about. Is like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now we're doing faces. Pretty soon we'll have whole body. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Anon will be a full character. The ape will be a full character. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much to be done in this realm, and like I'm just fucking stoked.
Yeah, man. You know what I was thinking about today? I dropped my boy off at school, and his school has like the shirts that they all have all the kids wear on Fridays, right? And so he's wearing this red shirt, and I'm just thinking about it, like what happens when if you see the kids that go on like a field trip or whatever, and they all have like the matching shirt or whatever, but wait until it's digital, right? Like wait until we're able to go do things and organize and like be out in public, and like you could literally see like, everybody wearing the digital stuff, like they're like grouped up, they're clicked up, they're representing who
exactly.
Crazy, like
you see me and I look like my mutant. Like, yo, because you're wearing a special kind of glasses that show you the advertising and all the virtual or AR experiences. Like when you pass by me, because I'm wearing something that sets it off, you'll see me as my mutant. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm excited about. And I know that filter's right around the corner from being able to do something like that for all of us.
Not only that, but the tech that's coming out now with like, I know we moved past it because it was the thing for the minute, but the Apple Vision Pro, that thing tracks your eyeballs hardcore. So what's going to happen a couple of years from now, your hardware is going to know what caught your eyeballs' attention for a longer period of time and kept that audience retention longer than something else. And it will let you know later. By the way, today, these are the things that you looked at the longest. Holy shit, that's crazy.
I saw an interview with somebody who did a test with the Vision Pro, and what did he say? He explained it like it felt like telepathy, because when he looked at a button, the button would click because it's tracking the irises. So he said it's very unreal if you work with it's really like a shift, it's like a mind fuck, because you look at something, you think about pressing the button, and it presses the button. That's really weird, but
that's actually amazing.
Yeah.
It is, but and the good news is, Machiavelli, it's here already, right? I mean, I think people have, I mean, people know Apple, and Apple, does great things, but if you really look at the innovation they do and the micro level of innovation, right, which is like something like that, right, like tracking the eyes, but actually the pupil, so sensitive based, unbelievable.
Well, speaking of tracking eyes, one thing that I am not amazing at is when I'm producing these shows, I'm looking in the background to see when people are waiting to do their thing or come on. If there's people, we call it the green room, they're down there, but I haven't brought them on screen yet. And one of those people, notoriously, I don't bring up Chemo, and he's down there waving his arms, and he's like, "Hey, pull me up." So he's actually been saving some battery, and he's ready to go right now. So if you're not watching on the live stream, it's in the Jumbotron. It's the first pinned tweet. and it's not even a tweet, it's a post, whatever, who cares? Watch us live, because my guy Chemo's got something special for us right now. And I wanted to wait until I announced him to bring him up. So here it is. I'm bringing him on screen, and it's not him. Who's this?
Oh wow!
This is Chemo's niece. Okay, and she's gonna sing a little song for Filter Friday.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
In all the good times, I find myself. Oh, and in the bad times, I feel myself. I'm not thinking much as I die. I'm not gonna make you proud. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow.
Unbelievable.
Okay, good. Thank you. Right. Oh, there you go.
Hey, we
Unbelievable.
tried. I'm excited about this, especially because in the future, the easiest thing that we can do, and have an example of this to show too, of our guy Pope, when we have these videos pre-recorded and we can play them live, and not have the like the background noise or whatever. Unfortunately, it is not always easy to capture audio. Video Filter's got us covered. It's so easy at this point for the amazing visuals that come through. Audio is always that tricky bastard that gets us. So,
but I could definitely hear like the voice of an angel.
Yeah,
I don't know how old she is, but I mean, especially when the I don't know, how do you call it? Is that a bridge or not? I don't know. On a certain moment, I love the song, by the way, and that movie. I mean, honestly. I mean, I'm not I'm not gonna cry at movies, but this one was a hard one for me, and I love the story about, the fact that it's so real, man. That video, that movie, right? Like he's very successful. He has it all, but he has nothing. And then another thing, because I love the song. There is a video on YouTube. Maybe people already saw it, but. Lady Gaga has a concert. I think it's in Vegas, and Bradley Cooper is there in the audience. And then she asked him to come to the stage, and they do this song again. I mean, it's fucking brilliant, honestly, so good. So I want to invite her again, your niece Chemo, and we do it again with better, because she earns a spot on the Filter stage. Absolutely
right. That's only the second performing artist that we've had singing for us outside of our guy Sammy. Has anybody else sang for us yet?
Yeah, I think 3.
Okay, good.
This is the third. Yeah. We had I don't. Chemo knows his name.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, it was. There's a setting on any type of like conferencing apps like Zoom, and I think on OBS and things like that. If you go into like the audio settings, there's something that says optimize for musical performance, and it won't compress it, and so the microphone doesn't turn on and off.
Sweet, bro. Thank you. Thanks for the tip, 11. Hey, what's up, 11? Sir. Thanks for showing up, man. That's awesome. Nice to see you here.
What's going on, Chemo?
Man, it's hot as hell out here, bro. I'm telling you, I got an ice pack. I got like one of those ice packs taped, just like Exit Liquidity did. Remember that, Chris?
Yeah.
The Exit Liquidity, he kept dying out on the stream. or no, it was board. It was board. The boardroom we did, and he kept dying out, and now I know what he meant. It's 92 degrees out here. This application is doing 230 megabytes a second, rendering that movie quality filter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
movie quality filter.
Let me ask for some alpha real quick. What is, Mark, this one's for you. Where are we looking at? Just, I don't know, time wise, if you can leak anything for us. I don't know what I can and can't ask, so I'm just gonna ask. Desktop. I know we've heard about the abilities of like pushing this all through a graphics card where it's dedicated and you can really, really push it. Just humor me. Well, tell me that there's going to be an announcement about an announcement. Like, get me pumped.
Well, I mean, what I can say, I mean, it's very hard to predict when it's ready, right? I mean, I am building it at this stage. Now, the good news is, you know, the whole smart contract, the blockchain development, everything is done. So I have more time now to focus on the fun stuff, and that's like these kind of things. I mean, what I can tell you is that it's going to be great, because I mean, you have the ability to render real time on a PC. So I mean, everything what you see here is live rendered on a phone, and this already looks good. But on a machine, if you have a gaming machine, you know, we can crank up the settings. It looks way better. But on top of that, because it's a gaming engine, you can basically do a lot of extra things what you can't do on the phone. So we are building now a structure where we can import video streams, body segmentation. So that's like, you know, the full body, the torso. But then we put the PFP on top. So the interesting part is that you can invite multiple people in one scene. So in one game show environment, and everybody has its own place. So that's what we're working on. Yeah, it needs to be perfect. So I can't name a date. I'm sorry, but it's you know, it's all about innovation and going places nobody has been before. That's what I like. And my expertise is like just, you know, putting everything together. Yeah, think a little bit outside of the box. What do we have in front of us in terms of technology? We have body segmentation, we have Unity, we have AI, we have face filters, we have, you know, full gaming engines running on PC. So there's a lot there to work with, and that's a challenge. But yeah, we're gonna you know, pull it off, and it's all for the content creators. That's the vision, you know. You're like a video guy, Chris. I know you are very passionate about also teaching people how to do it. And, you know, I really love that, because you're a passionate guy. You know, it's video. My passion is giving the tools, same kind of tools, but more for content creation, like with you know, in a gaming engine and all that type of stuff. So, no, it's going to be great. I can't look, you know, or well, I can look forward to it.
I can't wait, man.
Sometimes that fucking English, man.
I don't think people understand here, like, how big what you guys are doing is. Like, this is, you know, they see it as like a fun thing to like add on to some conferencing and some live streaming and stuff like that. But like, you know, getting into Web3, it's a massive, you know, brain dump of technology and just new types of things that we weren't familiar with. I come from the cartoon industry and like looking at different alternative modes of distribution, and, you know, getting it, you know, got into blockchain. I was like, what? Well, now AI, and maybe I bring it back to the cartoons, and like, what is all this technology? But technology is obsolete the minute you install it on your computer. What is not is people and making those connections. And what is the fundamental system of people? It's communication. And this is a new form of communication. We're communicating in an anonymous way, in a more creative way. You know, we went through emojis, we went through all these different things that we express ourselves online in an anonymous or doxed way, but in new forms of communications that are more meaningful and authentic. You know, and so like when you're watching people connecting like this, and it's just like I'm watching it while I'm talking, I see I see Mark shaking his head. I see Chris smiling, and I'm like, this is a meaningful conversation we're having right now in a new form. Like people haven't done this before. That's big. You know, stop to think about that. You know?
I just love that it's authentic too, because I would challenge anybody in this room to tell me that they've ever sent LOL to somebody and they didn't in that moment actually laugh out loud. Like I especially on these filter calls, Mark had a Mr. N on earlier with this enormous tongue. It was ridiculous, but we were definitely laughing out loud. But the cool thing was,
you want to see it?
Laughing. As we're laughing, you could see that we're laughing. It's not just this like you say LOL, but you're not really laughing. And we give each other shit on these live streams sometimes because I see my friends, they're typing in the private chat LMAO. I'm like, bro, you said LMAO and you got a poker face on right now. Like you're not laughing your ass off. You're not doing anything. But with these filters, it really does show, like when you're smiling and you're laughing, it is actually capturing that and showing it. And it's not just you're giving somebody lip service or just typing it or putting the emoji down, but not actually feeling it. Like it very much does show what you're authentically feeling in that moment. I love that. That's cool. And the tongues are crazy.
Exactly. I think there was like a movie, a scene in a movie. I can't remember. A dad tells his son a joke, and his son responds by saying LOL, like in an IRL conversation. It's just like LOL. Why didn't you just laugh?
Right.
Guys, that's not even half of it. So my daughter had like a pool party and everything, and they had the girls and the boys out there the other night. And I walk out and I go, FFS. And they all look at me. And I'm like, you guys don't know what FFS is? And they're all like literally looking at each other and in bewilderment of what the fuck. And I said, for fuck's sake. And then I walked in the house and the two guys were at the door and I was like, what's up, homies? And they were like all die laugh after.
Oh,
that's awesome. What were we talking about yesterday, Kimo? We were like, we had all these ideas for like buttons that you could put on this. Like, what if you had a button that like went back to like Looney Tunes or something, and like the eyes pop out, like when the wolf sees the girl walking down the street? What if there was like a button, like except for like instead of an emoji, it's just like the eye. It's like an eyes button, and then your ape's eyes will go whoa, 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 whoa. Or like when they spin around, it's like I.
Well, you know, 11. It's funny that you mentioned it, but I did some prototyping on the eyes popping out. So when you open your eyes 3 times, they pop out and then they go in back.
Really the triggers are cool. That's what's nuts. Like tug your ear and then something happens. Like, oh man, that's gonna be wild. I can't wait.
But that's the cool thing with the gaming engine, right? You can, I mean, basically it's endless in terms of creativity because you can build it. You can build whatever you want. I also bought a mutant like a few months ago. We did the mutant of DZ. And then I loved it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna buy the same one, but I want something extra, and I have like a green small ape on top, which is a static ape, right? It's a trait. But what we're doing now is it's already been rigged and everything. And again, if I do a motion, for example, I click, then the monkey climbs down on my head, and then it's gonna, do a little bit of swinging on the slime, stuff like that. Just because it's possible.
It's gonna be like Mortal Kombat, depending on what traits your ape has. Like yours, your DMT ape, you got all those eyes. So when his eyes pop out, it'd be like 50 eyes, like little alien eyes, or like little Venus flytrap plants growing out of your eye, or something like with the mutants. That'd be so cool. And people will want to see it. They'll be like, I got in a chat with this mutant. Like it had this crazy thing when he did like the steam coming out of his ears. It was like lightning or something coming out of his ears on one of them.
Hey, I could do a really cool thing too. It's where I tell you to retweet the space, and then 5 minutes we're gonna choose winners. That's my special
yay!
Power. So 5 minutes we're gonna do winners. Just so you know.
Oh, and Chris, you can retweet the space by hitting the pill down in the bottom right too. Just wanted to mention that the little thing that says 25 and the little dialogue box. If you hit that, the top 27 there. 27. There you go.
All right.
So, Chris, am I allowed to show a small teaser?
Please do. You want me to share my screen and go through that post, or do you want me to? Which one do you want me to show?
Oh yeah. Let's go through that post quickly, just for the people here to understand that we are actually minting still at this stage, because we also need to make some money after building for 2 years.
Right.
It's great. So for the people who don't know, we are minting an OG 555 access pass at this stage. The mint is still ongoing. The mint stays open until we sold out. I have a strong feeling that once we get all these filters up and running next week with the application, that a lot of people start to wake up and actually think, what the fuck is going on here? I want to buy one. So the OG 555 pass, let me see here. Where do I have it here? 1 second. I'm also looking at another screen now. So yeah, of course we support live streaming, right? That's the first. We have different types of utility. I believe we have 11. So let me just see where I have it.
11.
And I'm looking.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, 11. That's not a coincidence, brother.
It's episode 11 today too.
Oh wow, really? I am a numbers guy. I like my angel numbers. I mean, yeah. Okay, 11.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. I love it. So
that's 2 11s. Gotta make a wish.
I did already yesterday. We had a great space, by the way, yesterday. So what are we looking at? Okay, we have different types of utility what comes with the pass. Okay, the OG 555 pass. So we did create all 10,000 Bored Apes in 3D, but people need to understand that you don't need to own a Bored Ape to buy an OG 555 pass. So if you decide to buy a pass and you don't have a Bored Ape, okay, you have no Bored Ape, you can't work like this. But what you do get is a Mr. Annan filter. That's included. And so you can immediately start, who's that? Yeah, that's Mr. Annan. So this is one version. We have a limited edition. We have 555 Mr. Annans. And that's a filter, right? So that comes with the OG pass. So that's already utility from day one. You can do your meetings, you can record videos, you can post it on TikTok, whatever you want. That's the first thing what comes with the pass. Next to that, a very interesting one for everybody who holds the OG pass is that you will receive free mints of every future in-house collection we do. Okay, and then we have 4 different kinds of rarity in the passes. We have a green one, a yellow one, a pink one, and a blue one. So if you're lucky and you mint a green one, and somebody today got lucky, yeah, I don't have his name here, but he won the last giveaway we did on the website, the big giveaway with the art video. The person who won that free mint, he minted today and he had a green one, right? And if you imagine, if you look at OpenSea, the least rare pass, which is the blue one, is now for sale for 4.2 ETH. Okay. So that's how people evaluate the pass. And we already sold a lot of passes, right? But the cheapest one is 4.2 ETH. So sometimes it's very hard for me to understand that are people not paying attention, because a pass is 555 ApeCoin, which is about $1,000. Yeah, and the cheapest pass now is valuated on 4 ETH, which is, I don't know, how much is that, Chris, at the moment? I don't know what it's a lot.
$500.
Almost 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 8,000. Yeah, so I mean that's a multiplier of 8. Anyway, I mean it's not financial advice, but pay attention. Something is happening here, and in the space, in the NFT space, sometimes you have like small gems passing by. This is a gem. The OG pass is a gem. My team is a gem. I'm a gem. I know what I'm doing. This is a very good investment. Anyway, I'm not gonna, people need to do what they want to do. But my point is free mints, very interesting. And just a small extra comment about the free mint. So the free mint is a free mint on every future collection. So it's not like the 4 upcoming collections I get a mint if I have a green one. No, if we do 10 collections, you get 40 free mints on those 10 collections. Yeah. So that's why we call it a Genesis pass. It's really something what we take really, really serious. We want to put it full with utility. So that's the free mints. And who's that green guy there? I'm looking at a green guy.
You looking at Mr. Pepe?
Oh, that's a great character, man.
So cool.
Yeah.
You guys know, my wife saw me having a conversation with Mark the other day, and he's just sitting there with this Pepe mask on, just having a full conversation with me. He just looks like this giant frog character, and we're having a serious conversation. So she walks in, she sees this thing's got a huge smiling grin face, and she's on the phone with somebody, and she's like, yeah, let me go see if Chris is still working. And she sees me talking to Mark, just full on, like I'm like leaning in and like serious look on my face, nodding, and I'm just looking at this guy. And if you're not watching the stream right now, look at this is what my wife saw. Just Mark looking.
Yeah, so if you want to see the pepper filter, go to YouTube because it's there. So we're gonna drop this little friend here, and yeah, that's pretty interesting because that's on the roadmap. It's coming. The collection is already done.
I'm participating, guys. I'm sending up flowers and hearts and stuff in the chat on YouTube.
Great. What do you think of Pep 11?
It's so cool, man. I love there's a lot of points of motion on there. It's very expressive. It's a good model.
Yeah, you can even look surprised, like, oh.
That's the thing too. When anyone's ever talking to you and they have a mask on, the second they're done talking, all they can, like, they literally cannot help but do it. They just play with the mask and do silly faces because they're looking at themselves. It's pretty contagious. You can't help but goof around with this stuff if you're wearing a mask. I love it.
Yeah. So what do we have more? I mean, if you hold a Bored Ape, or if you hold 20 apes, or even if you have 50 apes, you only need one OG 555 pass to have access to all your apes, right? So you can download the files, the 3D files, it's yours. Again, because it's a Genesis collection, we chose to do this. It's full with utilities, packed with value. And we have a lot more utility, but I would invite everybody to go to the Filter Twitter. We have a very nice post under highlights explaining all the utility what comes with the OG 555 pass.
Talk about the wearables too, because I know we got a wearables video that I can run as well. But with these boxes, like the fact that there's going to be random wearables, that's awesome.
Yeah, so what we also do for the OG pass holders is we drop random digital wearable boxes. So how does that work? We drop a box and there is either 1, 2, or 3 digital wearables in there, but they are from a certain rarity. So, if we drop a rare box, then we drop something like maybe even a partnership with a brand, with a certain hat or glasses, and this is all like, extra what comes with the pass if you hold it. The interesting part with the digital wearables is that you can wear them. I mean, I can actually show something here. Let me see. So this is me. If I go to hats. Okay, let's do this one. This is nice. So what you see here, this is actually the OG crown. So this is a crown. This is a golden one. It's the OG 555. It's packed with real diamonds, as you can see. And this is also something what you get with the OG pass. So if you have the most rare pass, the crown is platinum. Yeah, this is cool. This is it. But the interesting part with digital wearables is the fact that these are independent NFTs on chain. So if you own one and it's in your wallet, then it's being showcased in the application in 3D, and you can actually wear it. And this is very interesting, and it's a big part of the vision with Filter, because it's also connected to other innovative tools we are building. But the interesting part with digital wearables is that, okay, you can wear it, that's fun. But bigger brands have a very hard time to reach a younger audience, right? Because it's on TikTok and it's all new. And how do you find certain, people who really dig like technology, or that's more difficult on platforms like TikTok. So in my vision, in my world, a lot of other projects will also use filter technology. It's not only for our own projects, it's for everybody out there to use if they choose to. So probably in a couple of years from now, you will see, I don't know, 100,000, 500,000, maybe 1 million filters out there. So the interesting part is that because Filter has the core technology, that we can go to brands and tell them, listen, if we do a branded digital wearable, let's make a new collection. We can do a real life version and a digital version. We drop it to all the holders, and then everybody starts using that on Zoom meetings, on TikTok videos. So it's a very important part of the project, digital wearables.
I love the 3D creators program too. Like that to me is wild, because the fact that people could come in and start making their own 3D wearables, like, I don't know. That's a whole different level, like with the marketplace and everything. That, I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, I love Apple. I love what they did with the iPhone, with the App Store, and there's a lot of inspiration coming from that direction. So what we've built is an infrastructure where you can create full-scale 3D AR projects. Projects can use it, the technology, but I also want the community to use it and to be, involved and engaged, and not only buying a picture, but really, get them on board, let them become content creators, let them become 3D modelers, and create their own little 3D models, digital wearables, or can be also something else. Like we have a function here.
Hey, look at this function. Boom! Content creator, Zeppelin. Speaking of using stuff to make content, Zep, you're muted, but happy to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound great.
Cool, man.
Oh, check out Mark. That's crazy.
Nice. Man, I love this show. It's always got my mind running. Like, you're talking about the digital wearables, and I'm thinking I was thinking POAP first. So you got a corporate meeting, and instead of POAPs, you get a little hat or a button or something and hand those out, and then swag. And then right away, I'm thinking, what about your concerts? What up? Concert t-shirt, digital wearable. Don't tell me you wouldn't go to a digital concert and then buy that digital wearable to sport around. I mean,
what about this, Zep? Imagine you show up to the concert, you got your digital wearable on. You don't even have to say anything. And then the guy up on stage is like, all right, everybody throw on your digital wearables. And they literally bring you up to front, like right up to the front of the stage, because they see that digital wearable that you were rocking right there. Nobody else but those people. It's going to happen.
Awesome, man. Yes, it's endless, man. It's once you got that link, man, and it's in your wallet and you can wear it. It's different. It's in a way, it's more creative and better than just an NFT. I thought, having a wallet full of NFTs was so cool, but having it on your screen with you on person and displaying it is like next level, man. It's super exciting.
Check out this guy. Everybody who hasn't seen it, check out this Opepin. This is so nuts to see it. We heard it was coming, but even having the discussions of how to make the eyes move and everything. And
what do you think of the eyes, Chris?
I like it. I think it's 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 crazy that like you had to think through how to make that like we understand that your eyes are moving because of how it's shifted the black part around. Like that's dope, man. That big ass.
You can
eyes are great.
Surprised, like what? Yeah, and that's the beauty with like like a very very committed team they all work with a lot of passion. This is done like I think we started on this character like last week, right? And it's already done, and that's I think also the power of filter technology. That when I mean, we maybe didn't ride the wave with the OPEPA, but if we are like very keen and sharp, and signal it early, we can immediately create something and ride a wave. And for example, this particular character, the OPEPA character, has a CC0 license, or is it CC0? I think it's CC0. But it's Creative Commons, I believe. But basically, you are allowed. It's like open sourcing software, but done open sourcing art. So everybody can do with the character what they want, like modify it a little bit the same as the Bored Apes, but you don't need a Bored Ape in this case. Everybody is allowed to do it. So more and more bigger brands are moving towards this structure, licensing structure, which is great for us because we can do like stuff like this and not only make it because it's fun, we can actually also drop it to our holders, right? And immediately there is value because it's an NFT, so you can resell it to somebody else.
I was just thinking in my head, like, I don't know how they would have done this with moonbirds, but like, how do you have a bird head? Like, I don't think birds have like the like, I don't know how that would have worked out for holders, but because that's CC0, at least if they would have had something like this, they could do something. But alas, didn't happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, but
this is like the neck with moonbirds. The head would just have to go like sit straight on the shoulders.
Yeah,
I think.
Right here.
Yeah, I did create a moonbird.
We just drew the winners. Cord said we got them. Where can we find the winners? Is that in the Discord? Is that where the announcement's at?
It's pinned on the top.
Let's go. All right, so let's call them out. Let's see who's the winner. We've got congratulations to Anira and Big Fens NFT. You got the Mr. Anon NFT, and our $250 winner is Riskiana. Yep, not even. Anybody want to give that a shot? Nanda. Well, I feel so dumb.
Ananda 6.
Okay. Well,
Risky Ananda.
I'll tell you one thing. Risky Ananda, you don't care what we say because you just won $250. So let's go, man. I'm excited about that.
Exactly.
And look at this guy Mark up here. He looks excited. And man, is that wow. Words. I don't have words. Or the words that I have, I shouldn't say.
Big ass tongue. Let's take him away, Mr. Annan. He's for I mean, I'm already showing way too much, man.
Too much alpha.
And I know that Machiavelli is a master in trying to get shit out of me. Which is, I mean, I like to talk about what we do. So, okay, so we have a winner. That's great.
We got
Mr. Annan, 2 Mr. Annans, right?
That's right. Mr. Anon winners, just so that you know, you'll have a big ass tongue on your Mr. Anon. So there's that. It's an added bonus. Hey, we also have a video. And listen, I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna click a button right now. It's gonna play a video. I didn't watch the video yet, so I don't even know what it's about. But I know we've been rolling for an hour, and we're about to respect everybody's Friday night. So let's watch this video. It is 49 seconds long, and I'm gonna roll it right now. Sorry if I wasn't supposed to do that.
According to new research, sharks might be feasting on drugs that are being dumped and dropped from planes off the Florida coastline. This is the only place in the world where sharks come into close contact with massive doses of cocaine. Last month, a boater fished out bales of cocaine weighing over 62 pounds. That was just 2 weeks before the U.S. Coast Guard confiscated more than 14,000 pounds of cocaine near Miami. As part of the research, scientists placed fake cocaine bales in the water next to fake swans, and the sharks preferred the cocaine.
Drug smugglers hide these bales in dead fish or dead sharks, which could be their typical food source. That brings us to the conclusion that, this is worth studying.
The main goal is to bring awareness that
Holy shit.
What
Is
was
that
up with
real?
that? I don't know.
That's news right there. That is news.
Did we just get trolled or what? Oh man, no wonder I didn't play that yet. That was so weird. All right, cool.
So
Cocaine sharks, man.
Cocaine
We
sharks.
had cocaine bear. Now we got cocaine sharks. So this is alpha, guys.
Oh man.
And we have
Friday.
cocaine hippos, I believe, somewhere in where is it? Big problem. Escobar
Man.
hippies.
That was a way to end it, everybody. I have no words. I'm at this point. I could talk forever, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
So next week is, it's gonna happen. We're gonna drop the app in the App Store, and it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait, everybody, to download the app, start working, start filling these timelines on Twitter or on X. You're gonna have a blast, and we have a Filter Friday again. So, with some new guests, with Zeppelin, Chemo. I missed Chemo, man.
I know this. You know what? That smiling ape face. It makes this feel like the team. You know what I mean? And Zepp, I'm so glad you joined us today because look, he's got the big smiling ape face. Mark's smiling. I only smile and nod on live streams. Like that's my whole game plan. But this was good as always. I love Filter Fridays. It's the best.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, everybody.
Thank you,
I'm gonna play
Chris.
us out.
Yeah,
I got a little bit of music. I don't actually care about Drake, but apparently I always play his music at the end of a space. So there's that. 'Cause I'm not 20. I don't listen to Drake. But anyway, I hope you like it. Everybody have a wonderful Filter Friday. And we'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you.
We took a trip, now we on your block, and it's like a ghost town.